Welcome to this CIES 2017 video on reviewing submissions to our annual meeting. I'm Noah Sobey, CIES President-elect and a professor in the Cultural and Educational Policy Studies Department at Loyola University Chicago. My team and I are in Atlanta right now visiting the conference hotel, and we're making this video for both new and returning reviewers. First, we'll offer some background information on the CIES review process, and then we'll discuss the criteria and offer suggestions for how to approach reviewing. Finally, we'll review some of the mechanics of this and the deadlines. CIES has had a peer review process in place for decades. While our society places great value on having wide participation and many presenters on our programs, and has additional rules requiring that each person be limited to one primary presentation, we also have always rejected submissions on the grounds of quality, and we reject scholarship that does not pertain to the field of comparative and international education. Though, of course, I, like many others, think of our field as a large umbrella that comfortably houses many different kinds of research projects. As most of you watching this will know, we invite CIES members to volunteer to review for the general pool and CIES SIGs and standing committees. Volunteering does not guarantee that you will be assigned submissions to review. Different unit planners, by which we mean the program chairs of CIES's various subunits, select reviewers based on the areas of expertise they require and in relation to the number of proposals they expect to receive. The review process is a blind peer review process, so you will not know the names of any of the authors of the papers or panel submissions that you evaluate, nor will the submitters know the names of their reviewers. Each submission will be reviewed by a minimum of 2 reviewers, with the final accept-reject decision to be made by the CIES Program Committee, working in collaboration with SIGs and Standing Committees unit planners. Each reviewer can be assigned a maximum of 10 proposals per unit and up to a total of 30 proposals across all units. Your service as a reviewer is a very important contribution to the field, and you will be publicly acknowledged in the CIES 2017 program. While the CIES 2017 review process continues the long tradition of rigorous peer review, we have introduced a new set of review criteria. Last winter, with a team of volunteers representing a wide swath of our membership and SIGs, we reviewed our criteria with the aim of better articulating them and making them flexible enough to apply to the many different educational research traditions that we see in our society. I won't read through and discuss each of these criteria in detail. Our hope is that they include enough explanation. We also switched from a 5 to a 4-point rating system and have tried to provide better definition of each point. This move eliminates the middle position, thus forcing you to tilt towards one side or another. One thing I really want to emphasize is the importance of feedback. Our submission system provides a text box for you to provide feedback to the unit planner. If you're reviewing for a SIG, this is the place to indicate that a proposal is a poor fit for that SIG. We rely on SIG reviewers to review all the proposals that come into a SIG, even if a paper may eventually end up in another panel or in the general pool. Comments to the unit planner are not passed along to the proposer, but remain confidential. The really important box, though, is the comments to the author box. We require that each reviewer submit some written comment that goes to the author. You'll be asked whether you recommend acceptance or rejection. And if you recommend rejection, I would say that the comments to the submitter become even more important. It's not acceptable for someone to have a submission rejected and to get no feedback. Please take some time to offer constructive comments to the authors. Even if it's just 3 to 4 lines, you'll be contributing to the strength and growth of our field by taking a pedagogic approach to providing author feedback. Don't simply identify what you see as a deficiency, but add to that a suggested way of improving it. One last note. You're aware that we have different session formats. In some cases, you'll be reviewing whole panel proposals. Here, there is supposed to be a description of the entire session that runs to 750 words, excluding references, and also 500-word descriptions of each paper included in the panel. In the case of individual paper submissions, you should be getting a description of up to 750 words, again excluding references. If the proposal does not include enough information for you to adequately evaluate it, I would say these are grounds for low ratings, and a note to the author explaining what could have been added. In our submission system, people have the option of indicating and ranking whether they want their proposal considered for a paper, poster, or our new roundtable paper session. Similarly, group proposals can be submitted as panels and/or group roundtable sessions. In point of fact, however, this is immaterial to your review. We want reviewers to provide a rigorous scholarly evaluation independent of the eventual presentation format. October 1st is the submission deadline. Unit planners will begin assigning proposals to reviewers immediately, and we expect that on October 4th, we will be sending out assignments to reviewers, and you'll receive an email. Your deadline for completing this is October 20th. When you log on to the CIES submission system, cies2017.org/submit, you'll see proposals that have been assigned to you as a reviewer. You'll be able to read a PDF of each proposal, and you'll be asked to fill out a review worksheet for each. I mentioned this all earlier, but this is to be a blind peer review process. If you are able to identify the author of a particular submission or feel the need to recuse yourself from evaluating any particular submission, please contact your unit planner and we will reassign it. Let me close by thanking you. Collectively, you're going to be volunteering hundreds and hundreds of hours of reading and evaluating. I hope you can take a moment to rest and relax when you're done. Your work is key to making CIES the rigorous, innovative, and inspirational conference that it is, and I look forward to seeing you here in Atlanta.